you. I mean, in general, we all just have to show up.
You just got to show up.
Right, everyone?
Theme for today, you just got to show up.
I love that. That was like my mantra last year. You are? I need my glasses. Otherwise, I'm as blind as a bat. How are you?
I'm great. We just got here.
Happy Thursday. It is May
16th.
Oh, my goodness.
We say this every week. It's like, oh, my God, it's the beginning of spring.
It's the middle.
Pretty soon we're going to be like, Merry Christmas, everyone.
It's so good.
Let's just get to Memorial Day so I can start wearing my white pants.
Memorial Day. You know what? I wore white pants.
I know, I do too, but it's
or on Sunday.
Although,
like, whatever.
I had this thing happen in my closet once again. I don't know if this happens to you.
Okay.
The other thing that happens in your closet, the dark part of your closet, so for some reason, your clothes shrink.
I think it's because of it's a
lack of light. Mm-hmm. So you go to put on your Memorial Day white pants and you're like, ooh, they shrunk in the dark spot of the closet.
It's like the portal. I'm in portals right now. It's just like, where did it go? Where does the time go? Let the clothes shrink. I don't know. Physics.
My clothes shrank.
I don't. Quantum. This is way beyond.
I know. We need a scientist to call us up and be like, okay, this is why your clothes shrank. It's like when you remove the light and airflow or whatever, the fabric contracts.
Right.
That's
my
story.
I like your theory. Just stick to it. Hey, so thanks for joining us, everyone. And Erin, good morning.
Good morning.
Hey,
welcome.
Thanks for joining us.
I hope wherever you are, it's sunny and bright because here there's a thunderstorm that's going to roll in any minute. This is why it's so dark in here.
It is. It's so
that and I apologize.
That was my fault. I'm sorry.
No, I'm going to order us some good studio lights, and people are going to be like, "Wow, look at those two."
We are so on top of things.
Yeah,
so professional.
It's all good.
Anyway,
what's in your cup?
You know what? We are drinking the same thing.
I know. You know why? because when it came in, we were like, "Yes, please."
Right. So we both have a cup of the Pre-Qingming Dragon Well
2019. It just arrived yesterday.
You know, maybe we could do I could do a little board that says just in. But then all you tea drinkers out there in the Chicagoland area, you must come.
You must come because this tea, you have it on your agenda? Okay.
No, it's just
this tea is what they call Before the Rains. It's before the Qingming Festival, which is around April 7th. And now look, it's only May 16th, and we have this here at Tea-Lula. So this was, it's like the first harvest of Dragon Well from Longjing, China. It's very special. Often it doesn't leave the country. Usually there's a lot of fakes out there, you know?
Yeah, and one of the things, if you do brew Dragon Well, you know that the leaves are shaped a little different. They're flat. They're kind of ovally.
Mm-hmm.
And then this one, when I looked at it, oh my goodness, they're a little bit longer.
Mm-hmm.
And the leaves are longer. They're green. Beautiful. Yeah, super fresh.
And then when you look at the top of the cup, I don't know, can you see the little floaties? Floaties? That's not a bad thing. So because the leaf was so young and fresh, the bud still had a lot of those downy hairs on it.
The silver.
And so you see that kind it's not like a bad sign.
Floaters in your eyes, kind of like that.
Floaters in the eyes, not good. Floaters in your Qingming Dragon Well, really good.
All right. Well, let's.
Is that our teapot? Should I move it over?
I was going to say, is that weird? Okay.
Yeah, we got a little interference. That will come later. All right. So let's all slurp it up.
Tell us what you're having.
All right. That's a cup of fresh.
It's a cup of spring right there, people. It is for me, there's my mind's cooled off a little bit. So this will be interesting. So
mine's a second steep too.
Oh, nice.
I was late for the first steep.
No, that's okay. I have the first steep, but cooled off. So here's the thing. If you are thinking that once your tea goes cold and then it's no good, no, it actually has a different flavor. So you can play.
It's a new experience.
Mm-hmm.
That's why tea is so great.
And then the second steep again. Mm-hmm. So you've left your leaf, you've steeped it. Don't throw it out. If it's a good loose leaf,
it's begging you. Brew me again.
I had a guest on Sunday when we had a class I was teaching, and a woman had said, "Oh my gosh, I never knew."
I know people hear that all the time. That's what makes loose leaf so special. Is experience.
Mm-hmm.
Like the numerous infusions you can get from 1 teaspoon and 1 spoonful of tea leaf.
She was a first timer here.
Love it.
And so I said, well, did you just figure that you had to, it was spent? She goes, well, the tea bags, you know, when you are just starting out and you're just buying maybe like a grocery tea, no big deal.
No judgment.
No judgment. But she's like, yeah, so you do one and done. I know. But I said, yeah, so loose leaf is a little different in this case because, yeah, you are paying a little bit more. And because it's such a beautiful leaf.
Oh,
Brew it again.
Brew it again, but like brew it where you can really enjoy the entire experience of brewing it. So this particular tea is lovely to brew in a glass vessel because you want to watch it plump up and unfurl. The agony of the leaves.
There's got to be a more beautiful way.
I know. The ballet of the leaf.
The
blossoming of the
See,
leaf.
from a dancer. There you go. From your dance. Anyway, so you guys let us know what you're drinking. And poor Erin cannot come because she's in SoCal. It's raining. Oh, it's raining there too.
It's raining in Southern California. Wow, that's rare.
It never rains in California. Is that
It's a song.
Yeah, I know. That tells you how old I am. Danielle, good morning. Oh, where she is, it is also raining.
Yeah,
Yes.
well, you know what? April showers bring May. What does May showers bring?
More showers.
More showers.
More flowers. Green grass.
Flooding.
She can't wait to come in. Danielle, she's local. So
Yeah, coming in, we do offer samples of this, and we only have 1 kilo. Like we did
that's
not buy
2.2 pounds.
That's it. We have
1 kilo.
That's it. Because we don't have a huge demand for it because a lot of people aren't familiar with it. So we're hoping in time that there will be like a line out the door when the Qingming comes in. But
Pre-Qingming.
Pre-Qingming.
Cool.
It's really special. And if you've never had it or had Dragon Well, we could also do. We have a Dragon Well here we call Big Buddha. And so you could try the early spring and then you could try the next harvest and then compare them. That'd be a fun thing to do.
Well, maybe we'll just break those out during Tea Tasting Tuesday.
Yeah, that'd be so fun.
Say that 3 times fast.
Mm-hmm.
That is actually next Tuesday. So
yeah, come on in. I think you have a couple of people.
I do. It's going to be great.
It's really nice. And now that it's summer vacation for people, you might have a little extra time. Come on in for Tea Tasting Tuesday.
Tea Tasting Tuesday. So I'm going to develop the summer stash of Tea Tasting Tuesday since I kind of did the April, May, June, and then to see if there was any interest, and there is. So
there is.
It's awesome.
Which is great.
All right. Oh, Emily is joining us. She loves Dragon Well. Thank you.
Hello, Emily. Yes.
Yay!
Wait, Emily, sorry. We'll talk offline, but I did get your messages, and I'm so sorry. I let her down. I know.
How do you let?
I know.
Don't.
Emily,
I'm sure you did
No,
not.
I did. Emily worked for us, and she's a wonderfully smart, amazing woman, and she needed a letter of recommendation for an internship, and I typed it. Send, honey. Click the send button.
Oh gosh, I hate when I do that.
And then I got a text from her yesterday, and she's like, "Oh, can you do this? Because you're really gonna do that." And I'm like, "Oh my god!" So I looked at the file and then hit send. Oh, Emily, forgive me. I am so sorry. There's no excuse.
There's
like
the love.
It's like there's no excuse. Like you know what you have to do, and then the minute we stop this, then I'm off to another thing.
I know.
And then you're like, oh.
I have to admit, like my brain has been in several different directions this week, and so if I'm a little scatterbrained, I'm sorry.
I know, it's kind of like we're messed up
A little bit, but hey, we'll get back on track. No, because we're just gonna brew it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just checking. Just want to make sure.
I think we're gonna be okay.
Okay.
So let's. She says all is good.
No,
Thank you.
Emily.
It's awesome.
I feel awful.
All right. So before we get to what tea kettle is right for you,
Yeah.
boiling
Love that.
water 101, because we have a little.
We need like a musical lead-in for that. What tea next on Tea
know.
Chat?
This is when
what tea kettle is
when-
good for you?
See, when
Stay
I
tuned.
sit behind the dashboard, then I can do the producer stuff and then get all techie. But I'm not there yet.
You're doing
We're
great
getting
though.
there.
2 years we've been.
I
we've
know.
been improving
This is
over
so
2
great.
years. Then
2 years.
hopefully
people.
by next
June.
week I'll have
Yep.
new lighting, and maybe we'll have that second camera going. And
Oh my gosh.
oh Lord,
What are we doing?
soundboard.
TeaLula Media Company. I'll just be an offshoot and then just handle that part for you. That'll be good. All right. So before we get there, we are going to brew with our Smart Brew automatic kettle. But what we are brewing today, it's also our behind the name, and it's kind of a short thing. But Mango Fandango. It is a flavored black tea, partially.
You know what's so great about this tea?
that
It's great for summer.
That's why it feels a little like summer,
God.
despite that we don't have any sun. I honestly was like, "Where's sun?" I didn't think we are gonna get
Brewing
the rain
a cup
until
of
later.
tea brings the sun.
It
Brings
does.
the sunshine.
Oh, okay. If we had smell-o-vision, it is so good.
It's just mango. So, Mango Fandango, behind the name. So, when we were sampling this tea 11 years ago,
See, 11.
we just thought, wow, this flavor, it just like dances on your palate. Like it's great and brisk, and the mango flavor, it's like a dance. And then I don't know who here said it's like a fandango. Let's do
The fandango.
So then we're like, oh my God, mango fandango.
There you have it. You know, it reminds me of Chris Kattan on Saturday Night Live.
Mango.
But he did kind of like this weird, like dancey thing. So I had
YouTube that, people.
yeah.
Chris Kattan, mango.
Mango.
It will.
What if
it
he
will
had
make
a
you cry.
tagline? Yeah, he's like he could like he talked in the third person.
Right, but he was always like, but the mango.
Oh yeah, mango. So that's behind the name.
So every time we say this here in the store, in our heads we're thinking mango fandango.
Mango fandango, and that's not the only mango beverage we have here. So.
Mango seems to be like one of those flavors that just pairs so nicely with tea. It provides a beautiful aroma. It doesn't totally overpower. It's lovely. And this tea ice is crazy. And I get all excited. Can
What's
you tell?
that? Yeah, she's like, "Whoa!"
Oh, and when we do our iced tea event, you can cold brew, hot brew this. They taste completely different. So you have to come and taste the difference between the cold and hot brewed mango fandango.
Sunday?
And then you'll just be
Is that
dancing.
Sunday or is that June 1, 2?
I think it's June
1 and 2. Don't you love that? So because we're like this small independent place, we can just change things on the fly.
Well, it all depends on who's here because
That's
we
right.
know June 1, 2, I'm not here.
Well, that's okay.
So it's like, okay, who can set up our exhibit that's here?
I'll be here.
I'm sorry, I keep looking up over the camera because I'm watching the storm roll in.
Yeah,
I'm trying to
it's
think
kinda
like
icky.
how fast can we get to the basement if we need to?
Oh man, don't say that.
No, we had an event here in the store once and there were tornado sirens went off and the sky got rather green and I had to take
Well, you know
20
what? Our phones
people
are
down to the
oh,
basement.
jeez.
We actually brought the birthday cake down there. It was hysterical. And our basement is not attractive.
If
so
I was there, I would have been filming that.
oh
whole
my
thing.
God, it
That's
was
hilarious.
hysterical. But we had to go
All right.
because of the windows.
Yeah, okay. So if you start hearing beeping and booping and
We're
all
out.
that and sirens, we're going.
We're going.
It's
we're
pretty
out.
dark out. Anyway, so let's get to tea kettles
Yes.
real quick. So we do have like these automatic tea kettles and electric tea kettles, but let's just start at the very basic. Like when I started drinking tea, all I had was my little stove top.
Yes, of course.
Actually, even before then, microwave. Because
Yeah, microwave's
See?
perfect. It's just it scares me. Put
Right.
a wooden stick in there because then it will help the molecules of the water like cling to the wood so you get a boil.
well, see, I didn't know that because
Well,
I was like,
Do you ever like
young
put something
yeah.
in and it
Oh
goes,
yeah, now I do.
Yeah, be careful.
Right. I would always I'd warm up my water 2 minutes in our very old microwave at home, and then it was boiling, and I'd wait a little bit because it was too hot, and I stick my tea bag in because I didn't do loose leaf. So that's how you start, right? You
Right.
either have a stovetop kettle
Mm-hmm.
or you're just microwaving your water, which is fine.
You don't need all the gadgets and gizmos. You need what works best for you.
There you go. So if you have a stovetop kettle, I actually have two from here. I've turned into crazy tea lady because I have these, but one is copper, one is stainless steel.
Oh, we don't
and
even sell the
one-
copper ones anymore.
I know.
Oh, you
That's-
got lucky.
I did. So
Wow.
lucky. So if you don't drink different types of tea,
Mm-hmm.
that's easy, right? With
Black and
tea
herbal,
and
boil it.
There you go. But then if you start getting into different types of tea, like white tea and green tea and oolong, you, like me, I was using my meat thermometer
Right. Whoa.
to, I was putting the water in a Pyrex, letting it, and then I was using my thermometer.
Yeah, that's the best way to do it until you kind of know it takes 3 minutes to cool it down or whatever.
Yeah. So I was doing my own little experiment. So I'm curious if you guys are watching, let us know what do you do at home because, you know,
And I think
I'm curious.
It's a good progression. So, like you said, if you're just doing black tea and herbals or tea bag tea and you're not needing temperature differentiation,
and you don't know, right?
Just-
you don't know.
you're fine with whatever you're doing. But once you start getting into appreciating white, green, oolong, blacks, all these wonderful types of tea, then having the electric kettle that you can program is just a
Yeah.
nice step up.
Oh, even in between there is the electric kettle that has no temperature.
People in Europe, they're everywhere.
Yeah. And that was one of the articles I read was people in the UK or in Europe. They're like, why don't Americans have electric kettles?
Because they got those coffee.
Let me see. Oh,
yeah, I had an event last night where I had to brew.
That's okay. I'm going to grab this one because it's just so. If you have an electric kettle, usually what comes in there is a base, whether it's variable temperature or not. Right, it's just a base, and then you're going to put your kettle on there.
Right,
and then you flip a switch, and then it boils. That's the simple basic.
Yep, just boil straight up.
And we have those here. In fact, we have a travel size. I think we have one. No,
we out of stock right now.
Oh, okay.
We'll get more. Well, we're going to the World Tea Expo in like 3 weeks, so we're going to stock up when we get there.
But this one we're going to show you. If you've been to the store, you've seen our stainless steel Bonavitas or sometimes Breville's another brand. But they're stainless steel kettles. They might have goosenecks. They might have little spouts, stout spouts.
Right. They actually took the gooseneck and they morphed it so it would go faster.
Question.
Yes,
question. Kettles. What do you think about the Breville One Touch? Good question.
Oh my God. What do I think about the Breville One Touch? I love that thing. I love it. Here's my issue. Well, I'm hoping it's changed. I, years ago, contacted Breville and said, hey, I'm a tea person. I could sell the daylights out of this thing because I love it. It was actually designed by someone that understands how to make tea. So they said, no, you can't have it because we want to.
They said no.
They said no. Breville said no to me. They're like, no, we prefer that our kettles are in Williams-Sonoma and Bloomingdale's. And they said no. I go, but here's the thing. I'm a tea person. I can talk about how great this thing is. They turned me down cold flat twice.
Ooh. Sad face.
It's an awesome thing. But now I think I was at Bed Bath & Beyond the other day, and I think it's there. So I'm going to look in to see if maybe they've kind of selling some kettles is better than selling no kettles.
Maybe.
So anyway, I'm going to reach out to Breville again because that thing is fantastic. Breville, God, I could be an ambassador for Breville.
I know. Well, their heating elements are, I mean, it's just such a nice
design.
design.
Lexus of products. But because Breville would not let me sell their tea brewers, we now have Brewista.
There you go.
Which is, I think, it's not your Lexus, but it certainly is your Cadillac.
It is very nice.
We love our Brewista. So
the Brewista, and what is it? This is not your father's Oldsmobile kind of thing. It's like one of those. This is souped up.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Oh, we have, yeah, you are the place. Love it.
I know. So I cannot believe they went.
I know. Oh, we have another comment regarding heating up in kettles. So yes, Danielle, also using the thermometer.
Very good, Danielle.
Thermometer. Yep. We're stovetop kettle.
Very good.
Oh, now they have, I don't know this. Fellow Stag electric kettle. I am not familiar.
Oh, a Fellows.
Look at you. She's digging it.
I'm digging it. I'm actually looking for like volume. You know, some of them are only like 1 or 1.5 liters, where this one is 40 ounces.
That's a good size.
Yeah. Sometimes they're like, you just can't have 1 cup.
Okay.
But then if you only want 1 cup.
True. I feel like I need to graduate from my 1 liter teapot.
Yeah, that's never enough for me.
No. So anyway, I digress. Jennifer also said, we love the Brewista.
I know.
Yes,
it's the greatest thing. We love our Brewista.
So let's do a little show and tell.
Okay. Oh, welcome, children. Today for show and tell, Julie's going to demonstrate
the finer
points of the Brewista.
All right. So we have one that's heating up. So I'm not going to touch that.
It's not heating up.
Oh, okay. But here's the thing. With the Smart Brew kettle, so it looks like this. You can watch it. The leaves go in this really easy, this basket. It's easy to open. So you unlock. So what you get is the electric base, the heating base. Then you also get your tea kettle. And then there's a filter basket. And then there's like a secondary basket, apparently. So this is if you're doing like herbals, because you really don't have to, apparently, from what it says here. The metal is only for preparing loose botanicals.
For loose, right? Okay. So, but what we like about this, I can tell you, look at the size of that. That is going to allow the leaf to expand. So that's why I love that. So it's a good size. Sometimes, like Sunbeam used to have a tea brewer and it was this tiny little basket. So this one's really nice.
So there are holes at the bottom, and then it's like all very fine along the sides.
Just a nice stainless steel mesh infuser.
And it looks like about the volume of a cup, honestly. So that's a lot. You can put a lot in there. But it can all go, I mean, it's easy to clean. Oh, and then there are also holes at the bottom of this. So water is going to sit in here. It's going to pump out, in and out. So you just...
If you're hearing a hissing sound, we do have one heating up right now.
There you go.
I don't know if I can. Oh, I can. Not sure how much cord I have left, but we're heating this one up.
All right. So that's what you do. So you would put your tea in the basket. Now you don't have to because guess what? This has a timer on it.
Yeah.
So you can auto steep, auto start.
Set it up at night.
Yep.
Wake up to a beautifully brewed pot of tea.
So all right. So I'm going to put the empty one over on the base itself. And if you come in, and we can walk you through this too, if you're interested, because this is like you said, the Cadillac, right? Because this has all the timers and whatnot. But it actually also says like what temperatures, gives you a little guide, and then this is where you would program your temperature. You would program timing if you wanted to start overnight, so that when you wake up, your tea is ready. And it's not going to sit. The leaves are not going to be sitting in the water.
No. That would not be in the store if it did.
Right. So this is why it's so cool. Oh, and the other feature that is on here is if you remove your kettle off the base, like so that it's steeped, and then you put it back down, you actually have a timer that will count up, so you can tell how long it's been.
Right, and it will keep it warm. So we'll keep it warm on the base as well.
Yeah, there's like a hold feature. Sweet.
It's very nice.
All right, so Mango Fandango. So we're gonna stick it right in the basket. Actually, if I had pulled this out, I could do that too. But there we go.
And what's really nice is they have a really easy feature here that says lock, unlock with an arrow. I can do this.
You can do this.
Like when I was
I would be like
So when I was at Amanda's house babysitting once, they're coffee people.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to make coffee. I had to look up on like a YouTube video because I couldn't figure.
Oh, because you didn't know. All right, so I want to hit the pump button. Oopsie, turn that off. I know. See, live, right?
Well, they can't see your voice.
I know.
So.
Except you can hear me going click, 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 click. That's on an 8-minute.
So what it's doing now, it's bringing the water up, and then it's going to fill the basket, and then it's going to keep like rotating it through. So the leaf will steep in the water. So this is why like when people say, "Oh, can I make tea in my what's that thing called with the cup thing?" Keurig.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh.
No, because the water shoots right through it.
Oh, see now. Okay.
So this is going to be rotating the water through. Maybe we can remove the top here and we can see.
There we go. Nope, there we go. So, and I wanted to do a black tea also because if you're watching versus just listening, you can see already like the tea, but there's a pump mechanism.
Right. So I wish you could see without me like spilling. All right.
Here, I'll bring the camera to you.
Do you see how the water's like rotating in there? Oh, they can see. They can see.
They can see.
Look at that. Look at that. So that's going to continue to circulate the water through, but the leaves are sitting. Now you got to put the camera back up.
Yeah, okay.
All right, okay. So the water will keep going through the steep cycle. So we'll actually be in the the leaves are going to be sitting in the water. And then here's what's so nice about this. You can just set this up at night. And Jennifer, you can attest this because I know you all use yours like every day. You just wake up to a really nicely, perfectly brewed cup of tea. This is also wonderful for oolong teas because you can keep the leaf in the basket and then add more water and just steep again.
There you go.
Isn't that fabulous?
That's awesome. Now, if you happen to take your kettle off and put it on a table, whatever, wood, granite, whatever, it's not hot,
right?
Because it's the base,
right?
That
it's
heats
the element,
and the element is actually within the kettle, so you actually you won't burn yourself that way.
I was just
I know,
taking down this dragon well, sorry, but because we got to make room for the mango fandango.
Right. So there you go. So yeah, I'm thinking what else is really beneficial about this? Like, so you're not going to burn yourself. You can set it up, and at night, Kara also has one of our staffers. She loves it. Oh, we have yes, set it up at night, so it's done.
It's wonderful.
You don't have to do it.
Just wonderful. So if you come in the store, we'll demo it for you. It's just like setting up a coffee maker for the first time. You've got to read the manual and you've got to set all the buttons how you want them.
Yeah. It does come with like a really easy start here, get started thing.
For sure. So it's very, very user friendly, and we just have been a big fan of this. So we're going to the World Tea Expo on the 9th of June. We'll be gone for almost a week, drinking tea night and day, and then we'll be talking with the reps. And so hopefully we'll see if there's any new things that have come out with this or any other new brewing equipment. But mostly what you want to do if you're switching over to loose leaf is find something that just really does work with your morning routine or your lifestyle.
Could be as easy as just our Unibrew mugs where you have the big basket and you have that. And so that might be your thing. So.
Right. And I would recommend also, like, for instance, I would set this up if we had like English breakfast, like we drink English breakfast at our house every morning. This would be great. However, just to digress, like I never do, I would actually still prefer really fine teas like our pre-Qingming Dragon Well. I would really like to see that in a glass. Like I want to see the leaf expand. So I want to have more of that experience and ceremony. But if you're drinking like our Mango Fandango or your morning breakfast blends, or you just want to have your Dragon Well on the train,
you're ready to go.
This is perfect. But then there should be other times where you can certainly appreciate the leaf and do the more, the reasons why we drink tea is not just to just get the tea in, right? It's the whole enveloping experience of smell, sight, taste.
And I think this is also why so many of us who drink tea, we end up collecting tea kettles. We end up, with a few mugs because it's like, this is not just my favorite mug. It's like, okay, we want different.
How are you feeling? Apparently I'm feeling like the boss lady.
So while we sip on our Mango Fandango, we'll just go really quick about what is happening at the store. I did post a little reminder about the wine walk because it's Sunday. We are actually brewing it up today. There you go. I can't wait.
Come in around 2, see how we're doing.
I have to come back now. So May 19th, it's between 12 and 4, I believe.
12 and 4:30.
4:30. I said that last time. So come on, it's 4. Yeah, because people need a little bit more time. They need a little more time. Yes.
And we want consumption to slow down.
Right. Enjoy the wine walk.
But we're really fun though, because I think we're the only ones that do like the fun tea infused option.
Oh my gosh. I mean, you do not understand how much research and development goes through this.
Like I said, come on by around.
We are the fun place. Now, if you want a little break also, because we have that, and then we're going to have our iced tea exhibit as well. So there's a little something to
something for everyone.
All right. And then we have Tea Tasting Tuesday, which we have on the screen, and that's at 10:30. We're doing spring teas. And then Thursday next week is the Zen drying. And I need to talk to you because do we have a conflict with our opera people?
No, they're coming after you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We're actually doing opera rehearsals and opera auditions here.
I was like, oh no.
And if anyone would like to join our opera board,
I love it. Call me. Also coming in June, so Sheila, Haley, Melissa will be coming from the Tea Expo. Thank you. So
yes, World Tea Expo. We are actually, I'm in a class at the World Tea Expo. I am so excited for it. We're actually making tea. So they're flying in tea leaves, and then we're going to wither them, roll them, dry them. Oh my God, I'm over the moon excited about the World Tea Expo.
I cannot, it's probably the rain. I cannot put the pictures up. Oh, dang it. Look, it's stuck.
Oh, I wanted y'all to see sweet Jacob at 1 year old because he is adorable.
I know.
And I got him added early.
You did.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Well, shoot. All right.
Sorry.
Let me try one more time.
Amanda, please don't be
Here, let's see if
upset with
this
me.
works. Okay, well, that works. Well, thank you, Erin. This is a gift from my sister-in-law a while ago.
That's so sweet.
She's awesome. I love her.
You have good family.
I do. I am so blessed. Totally. All right, I'm going to try one more time to get the pictures up here. Anything else while I'm messing with this?
Very sad. We have to work on our technology. No, just
It was working just fine.
I know. We probably have to refresh, and it's too late.
It is. Anyway.
Sorry, Amanda.
Amanda, can I
You know why
post
it's
it
so
later?
cute though?
Look at this little
I know.
face.
The thing that's
Look
so
at
great about
him.
these pictures is there's a picture I uploaded of Eleanor. My daughter is a night nurse, and so Eleanor is mixing the matcha into her lemonade. So there's a cute
What on earth?
there's a cute picture
It's
of
just
Eleanor and
not
lemonade.
working.
Sorry.
Oh, here. Oh, might get it. All right.
Oh.
All right. I think we're a little delayed, but it'll get there.
There we go.
There we go. Look at that boy.
Eleanor loves animals. There she is.
Oh my gosh.
Making the
Got
matcha for her mama. Isn't that hilarious?
Look at her.
Yep, she's got the matcha going. She knows.
That's cute.
She's awesome. Yep, she's in that giant bag.
Get in there.
My daughter Amanda's like,
Look,
wow, Mom, that's
did she-
expensive. I'm like, yes, it's matcha. Yeah, she's all covered in
Did
green.
she look like the Hulk? Was she?
Yeah, it's hysterical.
Aw,
That was
he's so
Mother's Day.
Oh.
So those are our sweeties on Mother's Day. Yes, and there's
Oh, and
Eleanor.
that's it.
Yep, that's it. Just wanted to show you that we're training them young. Eleanor is making matcha lemonades
Amen.
at 2 years old.
We should end on that one.
Yeah, you're a sweet girl.
That's so cute.
Okay,
All right.
thank God. Because, last week Amanda's like, hey, Mom, I was scanning through the video. Were there pictures of the kids? And I'm like, I'm sorry. Forgive
Sometimes
me.
it just we just saw a guy just running.
It is a storm in here.
All right, we should take this all
We
off
should
before we
take
get struck.
cover.
I know, before we get struck by
All right, be
lightning.
safe, everyone.
Yes.
Have a great week. Good
Okay,
chat,
Good
Julie.
chat. Any questions? Just let us know.
We'll see you next week.
All right.
Yeah,
See
send
you.
us questions. We love those.
Questions are really good. All right, everyone.
This is really hot, our mango
Yummy.
fandango.
We're going to burn our tongues. Bye, everyone.
Mm.